The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto. Full pockets filled up with money. Feeling like I hit the lotto.
What's up, guys? We're back with another new episode of the StyleBeasting podcast with me, your host with the most, Delton Wall. I know this is like late news of me dropping an episode a week late because Mother's Day came up and a bunch of other stuff, work related stuff came up, so I wasn't able to like record in between work. I guess gift shopping for my mom, my sister, my girlfriend, and my grandmother that came down for Mother's Day. So I was busy like shopping and stuff. But nothing new happened really. But Mother's Day passed, and happy belated Mother's Day, I guess, since it's been like a week or some shit. That should be 2 weeks. Yeah, it'll be almost 2 weeks since Mother's Day came out. So happy super belated Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Yeah, and it was just me, my sister, my niece, and my mom with my grandma this whole week. And being with my grandmother, it was like really like normally when I'm with my grandma is like just a normal like everyday feeling, hanging out with her, talking to her, and hearing her laugh with her. But I guess I slowly came to like seeing her aging and getting older, and she's still like kind of independent and she can get around by herself, but it's like she needs a little extra help every now and again. So it's just like, I don't know, it just had me coming to terms with like my grandma's getting older. She's getting up there. She's like almost 95, or she is 95 years old, and she's about to hit those triple digits. And once you hit those triple digits, it's really great to be that old. So I'm just taking the time to appreciate that she was still around and that I could still be around and still like be with her and stuff. And thank God, and not trying to like boast about anything, but thank God my grandmother hasn't forgotten us or forgotten who we were. But either if she did, I still love her regardless. It was just when certain traits follow suit with family members, and sometimes you think some people is going to lose their memory of you, but they don't, or vice versa. So it's just a draw the hat to see, heaven forbid, if you still remember your family at that old age. But it was a good time hanging around for that week, and I really enjoyed it. But it wasn't just my grandmother's Mother's Day. It was also my mom's. And as always, I always give her something. Try to get at least something for Mother's Day. Even if it's like something that she probably wouldn't have thought she would probably want it, but she still loved it. And since it's my sister's second Mother's Day, I definitely got something for her. And my girlfriend, yeah, I got something for her too, because I definitely can't forget about Mother's Day for her, because I don't think I've forgotten any other. I think that's it for other people's celebrations. I don't know, because I just found out my nephew's birthday is next week, so I gotta get him something too. So it's like, damn, there's a lot of people's birthdays and celebrations and like holidays that is coming up. I'm like, damn. My birthday comes up in like 2 months, but damn, I need that shit to hurry up sooner. I'm tired of giving out gifts. I've been giving gifts out since fucking December. That shit gets hectic. But nothing else happened really within the 2 weeks except Rolling Loud's coming up within the next 2 months. So definitely got to put that on my job schedule, because I'm definitely going. Like, you know that one meme where it said, when you place your work, your vacation schedule on a thing, on your PTO and doesn't get approved, but you still go. That's me. I'm still going. Fuck that. I'm out. But other than that, let's what else happened? Yeah, that's what I'll start with the new Yu-Gi-Oh update. My Yu-Gi-Oh deck is getting better, especially with this new update that came out. It added new monsters, added new cards, new hero in there, Destiny Hero, Phoenix, Dark Phoenix Enforcer. So I add that to my deck, and it's an ultra rare. So I had to get rid of my Solomon Great deck, which I didn't really use anyway. So I'm down to my heroes, my Speedroids, my Mecha Phantoms, my Gold Key, and my two new decks, my Thunder Dragons and my Soul Sword. My Soul. Damn, that's a mouthful. But yeah, I got two new decks. I added to them. They're getting pretty beefy, and I think this is the first deck I have, not my Thunder Dragon, but my Soul Swords. That's like 40. That's less than 50 cards. Like, it's less than 45 cards in there, maybe less than 50. But like, and it works. And I still got to get like at least 2 more ultra rares, 3 more ultra rares, and I'll be done. Other than that, I'm golden. It's just really hard to get these ultra rares because I had to give up a lot of cards, and I don't think I have anything else left to give up that I can. So
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Let's see what these fusion festival gives me, and hopefully some good shit, because I've been saving up some bread and I already spent $30 on getting 3 new packs, so I might have to spend an extra 30. But
I can't eat.
I haven't tested it out on Bryant or Joe yet, but
Basura.
I went to the solo, went to the lab, tested it out. Pretty simple. And it's pretty much it's a pretty decent negate deck. It's not the best. It's not like the Dragon Unity deck, but well, I take it back. It's kind of sort of like the Dragon Unity deck, because any card that is like based off a worm, I can just discard what's that word? Banish, and it negates a card. And it also boosts up my boss monster, so he gets more attack points the more cards that's banished. So I'm definitely, and I think the highest I got was 5,200. So
You were wrong.
I think that beats almost everything in Bryant and Joe's deck. So I should be straight going forward. Hopefully I don't run into any bullshit or Joe don't update his deck because he hasn't played in a while. So his deck it's not obsolete, but I might be able to beat him now without that fucking Starving Dragon, that twin Starving Dragons with that copying of a card and just one OTK killing me all fucking time. And it's going to get even harder for me to like go into rank, because now there's a diamond rank, which is a pink bear, which I think there's nothing but Drytrons, Eldritch, and maybe like 2 more decks that became meta, because I think Desparia got a boost with the new Punk cards that just came out, so that doesn't help Desparia anymore. I think I'm getting better at deck building. I just need to like save enough gems to get it, because if not, I'm royally fucked, because I'm down to like 96 gems, and it takes 1,000 to get a whole 10 pack. So yeah, it's a lot of money. So I'm definitely buying my time, and I'm definitely I'm not going to shoot the diamond. I'm just going to shoot for probably platinum 1 with my deck. Hopefully I can get that win in this dual pass, which I still got like 40 days, but I already finished it. So I'm already at rank 100, so I'm fine. I'm just doing this fusion festival to get more gems so I can buy shit. Let's see. Well, since I'm still on video games, I'm still back into Persona 5 Royal. I took a break from Final Fantasy only because I was like, my bullheadedness of lowering the difficulty so I could actually play the story. I'm like not trying to do that, because I'm actually trying to like fight the game, like actually fight them enemies and play the game, and not just like breeze through the whole fucking game. And it's like a Dark Souls-esque type of game. So I definitely don't want to play a Dark Souls game where I can lower the difficulty and just like breeze through it. Because once I get Elden Ring, and I know I'm dragging my ass on that, I'm like, I can't lower the difficulty in that. So I might as well just stick with it and play it. But I'm not going to like burn myself out on it. So I took a break, and I'm black. And I am black, but I am back playing Persona Royal, so I can finally finish it. Because I didn't finish Strikers or Royal. I finished 5, but I didn't finish Royal. I know I'm dragging my ass, but there's a lot of fucking games that came out and I still haven't gotten. Still haven't gotten that new Nier game, and I still haven't gotten the Elden Ring. So as long as I get those 2 games, I'm fine. I was thinking about picking up Guilty Gear Strive, but I'm not out of love for fighting games, but Guilty Gear was a really difficult game to learn. And King of Fighters too, which speaking of which, there are some King of Fire character that came out that looks really fucking cool that I want to try out. It's just a guy in a black outfit with a white big like one piece white jacket with fur on it, and it's pretty fucking fire. So I'm gonna check it out because he's with Geese's team, and there's a character on it that's not as this character with nunchucks. I'm like, he's all right, but the character with the like, what's his name? Hold on, let me look it up. Ryuji Yamamazaki. Yeah, he looks really cool. So I'm gonna definitely check him out. There's some more characters in there I want to check out. I think it's the dude with the blue and red stand fist that he has coming out of his sides. I want to check him out, and the black girl with the white braids with the spray paint, because it's weird that they have the same ability. So I definitely want to check that out too. But yeah, the fighting games are still here. I didn't know Skullgirls had men in it now, so Nani? That's weird to me. I was like, oh shit, there's a nigga with a chair, like a wrestler. I was like, oh shit, let's do it. And I think that's all from video games. So let's get into let's get into, before we get into too deep, let's get into my BS sports takes. So I had the Milwaukee Bucks and the Celtics. I had that going to 5 games. That's going to 7 games. And since I'm recording this on the 14th, there's no game tonight. So this probably going to be tomorrow when hopefully the Bucks win. Because even though I don't have nothing against the Celtics, I just still want the Bucks to win to come out the East. That European nigga in the West, Luka Doncic, is about to cook these niggas in the sun. No pun intended, in Phoenix. And I pray to God the Warriors get their shit together, because that loss they had almost by 55 by the Grizzlies while Ja Morant really scared me. I was like, y'all niggas fucking up. Get it together. But Embiid's out. I thought Embiid was going to get somewhere, but they didn't. And James Harden scored 11 points all game, and that's super confusing. But those are my BS sport takes. I wish the 76ers could have beat the Heat, but who would have guessed that Jimmy Butler would have showed his ass and beat them niggas. But there goes my little quick BS sport takes. Let's get back. And before I get too deep, I guess I could get into rest in peace, Kevin Samuel. Kevin Samuel was the first personal stylist and a consultant in the capital world, in the corporate world, and transitioned to the YouTube game. Well, he was transitioned to the YouTube game and had a little 2 years of fame with his videos and everybody hating him. And he passed earlier last week and a half ago. And let me get it right. It was something dealing with his heart. He had somebody with him, and he grabbed his chest and fell on top of her and couldn't get back up. Now, since the passing of Kevin Samuel, well, before I get to that, let me tell you what Kevin Samuel was doing before his passing. So he was an image consultant in the corporate world, got done with that, and transitioned to YouTube, teaching men how to better themselves and what to do with yourself to get that level yourself up. He spent his first good couple of his years doing that. Now, probably 2-3 years ago is when he transitioned into doing the same thing but for women, but the message was received way differently. Now, he was, I will admit, a little bit more aggressive with it than he probably have hoped. But what he was saying, what I agree with, I just like Dr. Umar, I agree with half of the stuff they say, not everything in totality, because some things they said isn't 100% all the way there, but their core message is something that you can follow behind. And just like Kevin Samuel, I understand a lot of people didn't understand his message, and some people did. He even helped some relationships get better. Like, there was a woman who said that she helped her marriage with her husband get better. One woman got her relationship with her son better because of Kevin. Like, some people that got genuinely like great inspiration from this man. Now, not everybody took his words to the heart or took it in a positive light. Now, he did say some stuff that I couldn't fully get behind, but the comments that I was just seeing were just like the nastiest thing I ever seen in the world. You would act like this nigga was like Epstein or something. And this was like, yeah, I understand what he said might have been a little triggering, but to say that he and his followers and his core base need to die, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, there was like some crazy people out there. Not just it wasn't just women saying this, it was men too. It was like, and it wasn't just like men or women my age, it was like older, like 30s and 40s damn near. And I'm like, y'all niggas have less tat than I thought. And I understand you don't have to, and let me get this out too. You don't have to feel grief for everybody's passing. That's your choice. I'm not judging your it's your choice to whether you care if somebody passed or not. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. But to go on the internet and just blast him like that, like he was a monster, like he was Hitler or something. Like, come on now. Like, he didn't do anything that crazy. And that's why, that's from my perspective, he didn't say anything crazy. He basically was telling you to get your shit together. And I feel like it's the way the message was said, not what the message was saying. Because you could easily just say, hey, you gotta get your shit together. But it was probably the way he was coming across that made it kind of unbearable to take in because of how aggressive and like how out the norm it was. So I do get that. It's like, hey, you are going a little hard. And I understand that. So I completely agree. But at the same time, it's like the shit that I just read. Like, when a lady say that he fixed her marriage, they like blasted her hard on the timeline. I was like, damn, she can't even like appreciate getting like help from this man. And it is just like a nasty vibe. So I didn't say anything towards it. I kept my mouth shut and just moved on, because I don't even know how them niggas work. Them internet niggas is crazy, especially for the people who like shout for like basically humanitarians, and I'm using air quotes, for people who are so humanitarian, they are the first to demonize somebody right out the way. So, but that's a conversation for another day. But at the same time, the off the whole Kevin Samuels thing, but rest in peace to Kevin Samuels before I get off. I think next I'm gonna get into the StockX selling fake shoes. So for the past couple of days, I've been seeing like little posts about StockX getting sued by Nike for selling counterfeit shoes. Stupid. And now it got the trustworthiness of the people who sell their stuff, who buy their stuff off StockX, to move to a different place. As in, like, I see people start using their grill a lot more. Shout out to my nigga Dev for still using his. I completely forgot about Grail until he posted his stuff on there. So if you do buy stuff from StockX, you might need to like relook at it, I guess, because you might be finding some like fake stuff. Period. And you might think it's real. And I'm not trying to blast the niggas who was wearing those green tags on this that you got from StockX, because hey, we all get finesse one way or the other. Hey, we all take an L. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you're hearing this now, this is me. This recording came out the day. No, I'm recording this the day of fucking the Kendrick Lamar album drops, and I'm only halfway through it. I like it. It's giving me the Pimp a Butterfly vibes, as in it's going to this is going to be another one of his super left albums. So I'm always up for left albums. So when I get a full listen, I'm gonna give y'all a synopsis. The only thing I will say is I did not expect Kodak Black to be on 2 songs on this. Well, not completely 2 songs, but I ain't expecting him to be on this at all. So that's definitely surprising to me. And from what I've been hearing, that verse was pretty fire. So when I get back to it, I'll definitely give you guys a full review on it. Yeah, full fucking review on it. This might be, well, this is going to be super old when it comes out. Actually, yeah, man, fuck it. I was going to speak on the Dave Chappelle thing, but it's nothing. Like, he got tackled, didn't fall down. The dude who tackled him got stomped the fuck out. But it's hopefully this doesn't become a trend, because he did have a knife on him, and thank God he didn't have it in his hand, or there probably could have been some really dangerous poking going on with the knife. But they stomped the mud hole at that nigga. And I'm not going to dissect it, but I'm just going to laugh. This nigga looked like a Looney Tunes character the way they beat this nigga ass. His arm was bent. His eye was swollen shot. He got his ass stomped the fuck out. And again, a bunch of internet thugs came out saying, "Oh, if that was me, I would have beat Dave Chappelle ass if I got on that stage." Nah. The way them security guards stomped on that nigga's body, they was stomping on that nigga body like he was basically protecting the president. Like, it's that bad of an ass whooping they gave that man. And it's all your fault. You can't blame nobody else. You're not supposed to get on the stage. And if you do, be prepared to get stomped the fuck out. And that's all I have for that one. Just don't do anything stupid and you won't get stomped out by security, like jumping on stage. Oh, damn. I forgot. Moon Knight the final episode of Moon Knight came out. And shit, I might as well use this as the portion of the podcast that is really about. So basically the topic of the podcast really is the main focal point is, this is the episode I was going to speak about Black Clover and My Hero ending, because the name of the podcast is I Need a Hero. And since Asta and Deku are heroes, and since Black Clover's on a 3-month break for the final arc, I might as well give my not weird, but like my major synopsis on it because it's like a lot of information came out since the prior weeks, and I'm wanting to really get into it because of this new information. And since not Black Clover, but My Hero's ending. Now I don't know about real soon, but it's ending because of some certain villains are getting finished off. So, and it's winding down. And since Moon Knight's over, I might as well go ahead and give my review on Moon Knight before I start the Black Clover and My Hero final arcs review. Kind of start of final arcs and mid final arc. I don't know. It's the final art preview, I guess, review.
And now our feature presentation.
So for Moon Knight, I'm going to get ahead and tell you guys that this is a major 10 out of fucking 10 show. Well, bro, when I tell you every episode of this show had me wanting for more, it's ridiculous. And I was watching this week by week. Bro, this show is fucking great. Like, the actor is amazing. Every actor is amazing. Like, barring the fucking none. Khonshu's voice actor is amazing. The Mark Spector and what was his other Steve? No, Steve. Fuck. Stephen Grant. Damn, I'm really stupid. Like, bro, oh my god. So, I guess it's start episode 1. This is only 6 episodes. Now, starting it off with him being like tied up to like a wooden beam. I already knew. All right, let me start from the beginning. I already knew what they were going for Moon Knight. Like, they were going for the multiple personality disorder thing. And I knew what they were going for, but I didn't know how they were going to end it and like resolve it. And that's what like really fucked me up, because I'm like, oh shit. So Stephen Grant is just like some British dude who really knows about archaeology and shit. And mind you, I haven't read a lot of Moon Knight comic books. The only ones I've seen is the ones that My Comics Explained did, and it was the one where it's basically almost like the TV show, except he's in an insane asylum and he's going through all of, like, he thinks, because it is a spoiler, because it kind of is like on episode 5, but it's not, because it's so fucking crazy. Like, that show and how they use the camera for the multiple personalities, and when I get to the end, it's really fucked me up on how good this show was. But to get back to the beginning of episode 1, so seeing fucking I had to keep the damn name up because I sometimes get fucking confused. So Stephen Grant, a museum buff, just goes about his day, normally walking, normally forgetting some stuff, and like he just wakes up in fucking, I think it was like Germany or whatever, in this middle of this cult, and he gets chased and shit. He doesn't know what the fuck's happening, but fucking he's got this like golden pen in his pocket, and he's like trying to figure out who the fuck's talking to him and why he's like passing in and out and waking up with a guy dead, a guy him in a damn ice cream truck and killing a whole bunch of mercenaries after him. And then he finds out that he's a damn superhero with another person living inside him, which later on in the series, it starts like becoming known that like, well, you find out at the end of the episode 2 that they made a contract so that he can live, and he has to protect. He has to stop his old Khonshu's servant from waking up this Egyptian god that can bring death and destroy all human life. What the fuck? But the way Khonshu is, it's not like he's a good guy either. He's a piece of shit his damn self. So it's like mad confusing. Like, why is this dude who's a piece of shit trying to save the world, but he's like forcing people to work under him and save the world. Like he's not doing it in an all altruistic way. So they pat the bed. He also finds out that the guy living inside of him, the mercenary that Stephen Grant, not Stephen Grant, what was it? Stupid. Mark Spector. Yes, damn. Stephen Grant is the museum guy. Mark Spector is the mercenary. That he's married to some woman that he didn't know about, and it gets kind of weird because she doesn't know what's going on, and she thinks he's playing a game, but he's not. He's actually like being altruistic. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on either. So when he transforms back in his Moon Knight outfit, it's a different style now, because I think when Mark becomes Moon Knight, it's like a business suit kind of thing, and when Steven becomes Moon Knight, it's the old classic Moon Knight outfit. So seeing him in a business suit Moon Knight outfit and whooping ass is pretty fucking fire. And that definitely played in a role in the next episode when they had to like find a way for them to find, I think that it was a star, a certain night. So Khonshu had to go back in time. And since Stephen Grant was out cold at that time, since Mark Spector didn't want Stephen Grant to come out, it was basically, I guess they call it Mr. Moon Knight, since he has like a business suit on. He was the main guy, but they ended up capturing Khonshu, and it's just like trying to figure out how to get my powers back, because you can't be Moon Knight without no powers. And I know I'm jumping around a lot, but this is the best way for me to explain it without me like super spoiling shit. But I am super spoiling shit. But I'm saying it out of like order, so it's like you guys can know what I'm talking. We're not talking about what I give like a full review synopsis, but like by episode 4, I'm already like in. But when you find out that Mark Spector, the guy that you thought was the main character, Stephen Grant was made by Mark Spector from Mark Spector's mind, because you find out that Mark Spector as a kid, his brother died and his mom blamed him for it and beat him like ridiculously bad. Like it was so bad that he had to make a personality to take the hits for him while he just go about his life. But it just got to a point where Mark and his life like coexist at the same time, and it wasn't Khonshu that did it. It was it was Mark Spector trying to get away from his mother abusing him. And we find out there's a third personality in there instead of two, even though they didn't go in there and try to figure it out. But it is what it is.
You were wrong.
And his girlfriend becomes a superhero with the power of the hippo guy that helped Mark Spector and Steven get their body together right. And they end up beating I think his name, I think it's Harlow, Dr. Harlow or some shit. And they end up beating him and winning the fight. They don't kill him because that's against their code. And Khonshu lets them go and be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna take hold of you guys. I'm gonna let you guys go about your day. Blase fucking blah. I'm gone."
You were wrong.
And so by the end of the series, you see the main antagonist, I'm using air quotes because of this, they bring Harlow out from this insane asylum because they beat him. When they put the alligator death god back in him, it fucked his mind up. So you find out that Khonshu knew about the third personality and uses him to assassinate his enemies when Mark Spector or Stephen Grant won't let him take control. It was mad evident too, because when they beat Harlow, both of them passed out and didn't know how they beat him. So I guess the third personality came out and whooped his ass. And we find the third personality is this Hispanic cab driver assassin, and they're driving around, and he's driving conscious around in his Maybach Rolls Royce, killing all his ops. And that's the end of the season. I was like, bruh, this is probably the greatest fucking. I haven't seen a lot of the Marvel's stuff on Disney Plus, but me personally, that was like amazing. Like, I definitively love that fucking show. Like, Moon Knight kept me on my toes the whole time. I was like going week by week, waiting for every episode to drop. That's how much I love that fucking show. But transitioning off of Moon Knight, let's get into. I guess I'll start with Black Clover since that's on the break. I'll let my hero be last. So let's get to that. So it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since the chapter 331 of Black Clover, where we find out that Julius is the eldest brother out of the evil brother and sisters that came from the Spade Kingdom. Now, there's a lot more information coming from behind that, because this is not just us finding this out now. This has been they told I think his name Tabata told us about this the whole time. So you remember, I think it was like chapter 280 something. They mentioned the 3 demon lords of Black in the devil world was space, gravity, and time. They didn't mention curses, which was the sister Magulia. It was space, gravity, and time. Or is it? Yeah, gravity, space, and time. Which I didn't even pick that up at that point. I was just like, okay. Well, I guess it's just freaking time, and I didn't pay it no mind. And another instance of that coming out was, I think, Lucius, I think is that his name, set this up so this Clover Kingdom can win against Lucifer, though. Because if there's evidence, because in 281, 287, 297, I think 301, there are shots of a clock, and the clock is always on. I think it was 5:30, and for 5 different chapters that was going out throughout the day, that clock didn't move an inch. But the chapter, it moved one time. I think it was in 287, and by that time it was a whole different day. Well, a whole different time, because the sun was down. So the clock for 5 hours didn't move. And if you look on the chapter 331, where Asa was saying, we're going to go to the Clover Kingdom and clear my name, the clock was still at 6:30 again, 5:30 again. And it didn't move. So what the community and other people picking up is Julius Evil have Lucius, I think, Sakurata or something, stop time so Luciferno can lose, and the devil that was just watching Luciferno get his ass whooped take his heart and use it for a bigger goal. But the thing is, what is that end goal? Because honestly, I have no idea what the fuck they're gonna do. Because if that nigga is that strong that he can stop time throughout the Clover Kingdom and Spade Kingdom, what the hell the guys gonna do against that? You guys could barely stop a nigga that was at 50%. How you gonna fight a nigga that's probably at 70%, and he can stop time throughout big spaces of land? Like, that is gonna be ridiculous. Like, how the fuck are you honestly, like, Us is really gonna like swing his sword to stop time? Like, come on now. That's going to be fucking ridiculous. And a lot of people have been saying, like, hey, we've been known that Julius was evil. And I'm like,
make believe, wanna be G.I. Joe.
Well, to me, I couldn't see it. I had a hunch in the back of my head, because I'm like,
maybe.
This nigga Julius is just too nice. Like, he's too OP and he's too nice. And it's like, you don't meet that kind of like character where he's like the super coolest character ever, but he doesn't have any negative thing, like because I didn't see him being a side character forever because he couldn't use his magic at all. And they go another fucking thing that was a catalyst to him probably finding out that he was evil. When he was using his time magic to help save the kingdom, he couldn't use it, and he was wondering like, why the fuck am I out of magic? I didn't even use none. Like, why am I out? Because your evil half was using it unsubconsciously to help the other, help your friends out while they're fighting Lucifer though. So it's just like crazy instances in the chapter where I wasn't paying attention and I didn't see it coming. Cause now I'm just like, wow, seeing all that information is like, damn. But I guess I'm trying to think. That was definitely Julius fighting William when Pac took over and fought him in the Clover Kingdom and killed him. Well, supposedly killed him. Because that's a weird dynamic that what Patch is going through, Party is going through, Partry is going, whatever William was going through, you're going through as well. But light magic compared to time magic is a big ass gap. So I definitely need to see how that's going to play a part, because you guys almost died with 50%. If this nigga Zucrino get 100%, there's going to be dead bodies around, like a lot. And you know what's even crazier? I don't know how they're gonna train to get stronger. Like, the nigga's like right here. It's not a build up. It's like evil right here. So it's gonna be a rut, man. We got like 9 weeks left. I think 9 to 8 weeks left, and I want to see how this is gonna go, because this is gonna be heartbreaking to see my nigga Julius get killed. It's gonna hurt fucking Asta, William, and fucking Yami. And I guess that's why he brought everybody back to life easily. So when next arc comes out, it's gonna be heavy hitting, because there's gonna be a lot of bodies. Trust me, believe me, a lot of bodies. And with that, I think that's all for my Black Clover conspiracy theories. Well, not actual conspiracy theories, but because some of them end up coming up true and then long run. So off of Black Clover, let's get into the proceedings of the final act of My Hero Academia. So right now in My Hero, we're at the Shoto versus Dabi fight, the siblings big discrepancy, and I was hoping that Vigilante was going to tie into My Hero right now, but since it has one more chapter left and then it's over, I highly doubt it was going to go into like, oh, we're going to meet you guys at the war. So I highly doubt that's going to happen. So who knows where it's going to lead into, because it kind of coincides with this ongoings of My Hero, but not fully. So I don't know. It's up in the air. But right now it's not looking bad, because fucking Shoto is actually holding his own against Dabi. But it's not looking the greatest. Well, it is looking the greatest because he's learning new moves. But I don't know how they're going to deal with Dabi, because Dabi's dead. Like, even if he wins the fight, he's going to get killed. Like, this nigga is the walking Resident Evil zombie. Like, the weakest zombies, just be walking and crawling on their deathbed. Like, that's what Dabi's going to be at the end of this fight, win or lose. So I don't know what's going to happen, and who knows. But I think, damn, that fucking kid from 1B who wears the tuxedo who could copy abilities, he's dealing with Shigaraki and making sure his big ass hand mutation bullshit doesn't destroy the whole fucking flying fortress, which is getting crazy because Eraserhead has one eye and one leg, and he's using the kid to fight. Now, Shiggy knows that it's only a matter of time for that kid blinks and everybody's dead. Because as soon as he closes his eyes, it's over. Everything gets melted. The whole city's getting wiped the fuck out. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. So I understand why he's going full blast, because this might be our last fight, and there's no way Dabi thought he could fight his dad and his brother without like going too hard on either one of them. So he definitely had to like think before he just like react. But he's probably just going to try to kill his brother to get it all out of the way. So I understand that completely. Not the action of killing your brother, just his plan of attack, basically. And we haven't seen Midoriya in a while because he's on the road to get to the city. But there's still a little conundrum. One of his quirks said he has a hidden ability he has to use, and he's trying to save it for when the final fight hits. What is it going to be? I have no idea. Is it probably a double up on your powers and makes you stronger? I don't know. I don't think that would be the case, because one for all already boosts the abilities anyways. So the boost it'll be on some high school DxD type shit. So I don't think it'll be that. I don't think I'm gonna hear boosto the whole time. But I want to see how Bakugo's. I don't think Bakugo's team is. They're not doing it. Well, they're still surviving, but all you can do is survive when you have to fight All For One, Shigaraki with the power All For One, and like all the villains that was on his side, plus the Nomu. So you gotta figure a way to get rid of all the Nomu first, I believe, because Endeavor's fighting All For One, and I don't know how that's gonna go. And I definitely don't know what All Might's planning on doing, because I think he's taking a step back, but I feel like he's gonna do something crazy that's gonna like push the like board a little bit, because I don't know. I just don't see like All Might surviving this. I do believe one kid's gonna die, just one, not a whole lot, just one. But we'll see what goes on, man, because it's gonna be a rough couple of like chapters. Because I think we're not on break next week, so we'll get back to it. But I think the fight is over between Shoto and Dabi next week. Yeah, I think Dabi won. Yeah, Dabi lost. I should say Dabi lost the fight, and Shoto won. So we're probably gonna get like his farewell speech, and we're probably gonna get back to the either Midoriya getting to there on the fight or Endeavor getting there. And the whole like, before I get off of Shoto and get to the what I believe is going to happen, I think Endeavor was trying a little hard to do what he was trying to do to be a great hero. He fucked up, but I think now he understands that, hey, maybe I took a little tad of aggressive role to be. And I think he's fixing that. And whenever fucking they fix the whole, whenever the whole city gets fixed with the whole hero and villain complexities, I think everybody will understand once the full truth comes out. But here's hoping that does, because it's gonna be a long road for them niggas, because there's not gonna be that many heroes left, and if there are, there's gonna be a lot of bad wounds. Like, I think I already discussed it with Michelle, but Endeavor's gonna have another big wound. It probably might not be like just like All Might's, where it's just like a big ass puncture and you can't only fight for like 5 minutes, but it's gonna be like nevertheless a wound. And with the way everything's going now, it's not gonna excuse me, and with everything going the way it is, it's not gonna be a good look for Deku probably in story, because he's probably going to be super scarred at the end of this, because we still haven't seen what Deku looks like end of story. We only get like his verbiage and what happened. But we've been on the brothers fight, so for this long we haven't seen anything else. So hopefully we see something soon come out, because like I said, in game Shiggy dies, All For One dies, and everybody becomes a hero. But it's basically gonna be Civil War, but on a brighter note. The heroes and regular people are going to go back to normal. It's not going to be as good as it once was before, but it's going to be a livable situation. And Deku with Urahaka is probably going to fix that, because I think a lot of the heroes are going to retire, are still going to retire, but come back as like veteran and support heroes. But that's all I got for you guys for today. I appreciate you guys for listening, and I'll be back next week. I'm sorry for the week break without any notice, but I didn't see it for coming myself. So be on the lookout for next week, and say la vie.
Yeah, that's right.
Easy, why you doing so?
We on cloud time, so spend it how you please. I'm on the run from you, right in my fucking dreams. I don't want you to ever leave me, but if you do, I understand, said that's for me. We on cloud time, so spend it how you please. I'm on the run from you, right in my fucking dreams. I don't want you to ever leave me, but if you do, I understand, said that's for me. Yeah.